Morning.
Morning, hi.
Well, the thing is, excuse me, we've seen the marches every Saturday. We've seen, and they put the little mice in, was it in one of the train stations?
What about the mice? Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
All the little mice that they let out, didn't they? In the station.
I missed that one. Oh yes, no, we have seen that in the colours of the Palestinian.
They were coloured, yeah, and they put it to a McDonald's, I think.
That's right. Yes, sorry. Yes, that was horrendous. Animal cruelty.
They've gone to politicians' houses.
Yes.
Properties. There is a bigger problem in this country that is brewing. The politicians are not able, they haven't got enough common sense to think about the future. They're letting all these ethnic minorities that are owned, they are really people coming over on the boats purely for jobs and work and education. They're migrants that want to make better for themselves.
Is there anything wrong with that, Cynthia? I don't want people to come across in the boats, and they are coming here illegally. But if you have legal migration,
it's like this. I've got great-grandchildren, and what is this country going to be like in a few years' time? I don't want any more from anywhere. I think we're full.
Okay.
What I think is last week when the National Front, they were kettled. Let's kettle the one today. Let's start being stronger with them. Let's start making them realise that what is happening not in this country, it's happening abroad. So anything that they dislike, it's going to be the same. And what's not happening is the politicians are not for us all. They are letting them get away with it. And I fear for the future of this country, not because of me, I'll be dead. What about my great-grandchildren?
Okay, Cynthia, thanks for your points there. Sam, what do you make of what Cynthia has said?
I think that, obviously, when people come to this country and they are willing to work and they, and they want to join society, fantastic, of course. And I think, we cannot say that the illegal migrants that come over on the boats are criminals, or that they,
some of them are.
I'm sure some of them are. I'm sure some of everybody that comes over, not everyone is a good actor. There are bad actors amongst everybody, and we have to remember the people coming on the boats. The illegal migration is dwarfed by the size of the amount of legal migrants that come over.
I actually think my view on the immigration discussion is that the Rwanda thing, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on, is important, and we should discuss it, and we should examine it, and we should work out whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. But it's kind of a distraction because you're talking about a very, very small number of people. The issue, to me, with illegal migration is processing. Processing is the number one issue. And actually, migration in general, you're talking about 50,000 people coming across in the boats. I wish that was zero. I wish it was zero, because those people are putting themselves in huge peril. Some of them, not all of them, are being exploited by gangmasters. But that's a big issue. We do need to deal with that. But the bigger issue, much bigger issue, is legal migration. I am a big fan of people who come to this country who want to contribute, want to pay the taxes, want to, contribute in some way, business, NHS, whatever they want to do. You're welcome if there is space. If there is room, if there is infrastructure, if there are school places, if there are GPs appointments. But at the moment there isn't. And every Labour politician I ask about this, Sam, and I ask them all the time about this, I say, what is a reasonable level of migration to this country? Well, it should come down. There are too many migrants. 745,000 net in the last year is too much. Well, what's the number? What's the number?
And also the and going back to what you said about the Rwanda plan, it's supposed to put people off. And then, but therefore, you look at our infrastructure, you look at trains, etc. You look at look at schools, you look at GPs. I mean, surely the amount of people that complain about all of that should put legal migrants away from it. But however, a lot of it is students, and there's a lot of money to be made from wealthy people from other countries coming here to study, etc. Which is why they charge.
That's a whole other issue.
Exactly, which is why they charge so much. And again, it's to do with our working infrastructure as well. Like people, cleaners, people who work in restaurants, etc. Like the British people often don't want to do that. They don't want to, they want want to sit in, and have benefits at home. They don't want to necessarily go and do jobs that migrants will do for less and work a lot harder.
What's your perspective on this, Charlie?
Yeah, I agree that the illegal migration issue is simply used to distract from the real problem, which is legal migration, as you have both said. And the infrastructure question is also really important because our infrastructure is crumbling beneath the weight of the sheer quantity of people who are in this country now. We hear the figure of 70 million, 80 million, but in reality, we don't know how many people are living in this country at this time. Supermarkets like Tesco and Sainsbury, they put out predictions on population, and they say it could be as many as 100 million. And the infrastructure in this country, much of which was built in the aftermath of the war, was built to sustain maybe 50 million people, 60 million tops. If we've got 100 million people here, it's no wonder you have to wait 23 hours to see a GP. It's no wonder you can't get a place in a school for your child. It's no wonder the roads are full of potholes. It's no wonder the public transport is absolutely chock-a-block at all times. These are all issues that come downstream of introducing millions and millions of new people into the country.
I don't think there are as many as 100 million now, but I think it is probably higher than we say. I think that's a very good point, actually. And this is no doubt going to be an election issue. This is something that so many people care about. Cynthia cares about it. Other people ringing in on 0344 499 1000 care about it as well. If you want to do that, if you want to let us know your thoughts, maybe you agree with Cynthia, maybe you don't.